guys, thanks for joining me today. Today we're talking about several ways a remote manager can kill your workplace culture. Now, here's the simple truth. The new normal, it's not new anymore. It's just normal. Now, a recent report from the Stanford Institute for Economic Policy Research stated that the U.S. economy is now truly a work from home economy, with more than 60% of U.S. economic activity now coming from people clocking in from home residence. And although the best managers and corporate leaders have been able to keep the wheels on the bus and maintain high productivity levels during these crazy times, sustaining a company's workplace culture health has not always been as successful. Honestly, it can be easier in some cases to harm your company's culture inadvertently than to promote it when you're dealing with a workforce where so many people are juggling with kids, with pets, and a myriad of other household distractions on top of their jobs. So now, if you are a remote manager, what are the fastest ways to kill workforce morale and damage your company's culture? Well, in the spirit of learning from others' mistakes, here are a few pitfalls that I want to give you that you need to avoid as a remote manager, okay? The first one is letting everyone turn off their videos during meetings. Don't do that. Listen, when it comes to team meetings, you ever notice over time more and more of your colleagues start to turn off their cameras? Set a good example by leaving yours on, always if possible, and encourage the rest of your team to do so as well, of course with a few exceptions. Of course it can be extremely tempting to turn off the video when logging in for the first or the last Zoom call of the day. But resist the urge. FaceTime, albeit through video, is more critical now than ever these days. All right? The next one is being too hands off in terms of check-ins with individuals and your teams. Remember the days of stopping by your colleague's desk, chit-chatting about the progress of a project that you or your teammate was working on, or maybe some friendly banter in the hallway or the lunchroom when you learned about an employee dealing with a personal situation or a client that might be impacting their work. Yeah, those days, they're gone. They're gone. And the 30 seconds of chit chat at the start of a Zoom call will not suffice. All right? So that's why it's even more critical for remote managers to establish a regular routine that includes daily check-in with team members. An early morning email and an end-of-day wrap-up might seem like overkill, but it will go a long way towards reducing isolation and promoting open communication. All right? Communication, of course, should be two-way. Be sure to remind team members that if they need help, if they run across any roadblocks or any kind of situations with their projects, that they have it just to let you know or the teammates know. And sometimes a one-on-one call is better to go more in depth with the challenge or the issue, that they're having. Excuse me. Not everyone communicates best with email or wants the formality of a video chat. It's your responsibility as a manager to find the best channel of communication and make it happen. All right? And another one, losing your patience over at-home conditions and challenges and not embracing the flexibility for the long term. All right? Back in March when schools first closed, most managers and company leaders displayed high levels of empathy and compassion for their work-from-home employees who were, like them, suddenly dealing with multiple stressors of the world, household responsibilities. However, in some cases, patience is now starting to wear thin. But don't let it. We all have gotten more accustomed to juggling homeschooling, childcare, meal preparation, lack of personal space, and endless hours of screen time. More than we probably ever imagined. But that doesn't mean it's necessarily getting easier for folks. And if anything, we need to learn how to set in for the long haul. And it's time to adjust your expectations and stop thinking that this is just a temporary situation. Embracing flexibility is the popular thing now, and it's also the alternative. Some employees are already embracing the agile which is, a way of working in which an organization allows the employees to work where, when, and how they choose with maximum flexibility and minimum constraints to optimize their performance and do their best work. This might be the best route to go, allowing for regularly scheduled check-ins and meetings as needed to truly support your company's culture for the long term. Look, I get it. This is hard. All of it is. There are no magic solutions. There's no silver bullet to keep remote workers engaged, productive, and seen. But doing your best to stay connected, to stay flexible, and to stay empathetic can at least help make sure the normal isn't always a bad normal. All right? Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch these videos. And like I always say, if you like these videos and you feel like they're helping you, please like, subscribe, and share these videos as well. And remember, if you need help with any leadership development, training, team building training, diversity training, give me a call, let me know, send me an email, text, whatever. We'll sit down and put together a tailored plan conducive for your success. And remember, great leadership is great results. How are you leading?
Whether you're a new leader who needs the building blocks of leadership and how to be effective, or a seasoned leader who needs to understand that there are two sides to leadership, or a leader who just needs some inspiring insight or leadership seeds in order to enhance your leadership abilities, the CDV Consulting Group has the resources you need. There are two key elements successful leaders have that the unsuccessful ones don't: self-discipline and the understanding to constantly invest in themselves. So pick up a copy or the entire collection today and start investing in your leadership now. Available at Amazon.com. And remember, great leadership equals great results. How are you leading?